Hello, Andre, in Romania. Uh, I built the prototype, and from the prototype, um, I deduced what I was sending out. So I sent you this deck. I'll send you the links to all this. But I've been working on this, and I came up with these. Let's see. Shit, nine. Where is my little? Oop. Came up with these different keywords right down here, and if it's something that we can both agree upon. I added a couple of more, and I have to put them in here, and from and I deduced that from the prototype, which means it was a good idea to do that. And now I've come up with something for you to be able to, after I'm done with all this, it's going to take you 8 hours to build this website because you're going to know everything that's going on and you're going to know what it's all going to look like. Because I came up with this, and this shows you all my outputs. Well, most of it. Let me pop out of this F9 right there. Move this up here. Now, maybe I should do this full screen. So I have the keywords on the left here, and when you click on them, you can see this is with the XML that I'm sending directly. This is the date information for the timeline itself. So this is the XML that actually goes into the timeline. I'm going to click on clear, and it clears that out. And then I have a demonstration of the search here. Let me go down here. Where is that at? Oh, cool. It's back where it was. And what happens is if I type the search in, so we're typing search, and over here you can see it automatically puts in the XML that I'm sending out to be presented as a search. So let's search for ROMAN. Romania. And as you can see, it sends out the search information for Romania. And so that has the on key stuff in it. I put this here. Now some of these things, I'll clear that out. And the messages, I actually don't send anything. So if I don't have anything to send back to you and something happens, I'll just send true. If I click on Get Legend, I'll send you the legend information for this particular timeline, and I'm just using the history of the United States just because that's the one timeline that's working. I'll clear that, and we'll go over here. Okay, if I click on Save Legend, that just produces a true. If I click on Messages, it'll return the current messages that are coming out. And we'll clear that up, and so forth and so on. There's a couple of things. What's really going to be a real trip is when we start getting down into the manipulating the zones, display zones, and this is going to be the tough one. This one has when you can shift the zones up or down and that sort of thing. So I sort this grid by order, by band and order, and so that's how it'll always come out. So you don't have to deal with the sorting and that sort of thing. But this has to be seen as a grid, and this has to be manipulated, and that's in the prototype. This up here. So the whole idea of this is for you to be able to see everything that's coming out of this thing before you do any coding at all, and that would be perfect for you. So you can actually understand. So you're not going back and saying, "Oh, I missed this," or "I didn't think of this," and then you got to manipulate all this code or throw sections out and have to redo them and that sort of thing. If you can see all the everything that's coming at you and what format it's in, you can deal with it as a whole, and then you won't have to be second guessing, rewriting, tossing stuff. And generally having to deal with something that either turns out to be a mess or is unusable. There's a couple of things I haven't gotten to. I need test data for save zone, add zone, move zone up. As I'm not really sure what's coming out. I'm not really sure what the nature of that information is going to be. What I'm shooting out to you and what you're sending back to me. Edit zone I just put up because it was easy to do. I just stuck this in here because I think it's pretty cool. I'm proud of myself. And we'll deal with the add picture and delete picture and that sort of thing a little later on. And I'm sure there's a couple more that we can add to this. Some more keywords that we're going to figure out. But this is actually the code behind this is the exact same code that's going to be running the whole website. So we can do an apples to apples comparison on all this information. So this is what I've come up with. I'll send you a link to it and tell me what you think. Thanks, Andre.